there were 3 people right there.
Take a deep breath, pal.
That's what That's what I run.
Yo, this is unreal. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. Literally, a dude is taking the record label to court over a diss track, bro. This is crazy. I cannot believe this. All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is, man. So look, man, continue our coverage with Drake and UMG. UMG has basically came out and gave their response. I did this on the big channel, but this here is a little bit more deeper. It's a deeper dive and going through actually what was said. So let's get to this, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, you know, and it will be in the description. So let's go.
Oh man, so as UMG is doing amazing right now with both the #1 and 2 songs on Hot 100 charts. When you think about that, it's kind of crazy, right? But yeah, UMG has the 2 top songs in the nation right now with Nokia and Luther. But in the meantime, Drake is complaining about his career being ruined by UMG. Go figure, right? Drake's legal team has amended their complaint and added some more pages in there, made some adjustments. Let's go over a few things, all right? So they talked about a Super Bowl, more bot stuff, just a little bit of everything, dog. So allegedly, the Super Bowl wanted Kendrick Lamar to remove the word pedophile for him to perform Not Like Us. Now, we all knew that was going to be a thing. They made Kendrick Lamar bleep.
Now, I don't know if that's actually true, and I know he's not saying that. And these lawyers are saying allegedly. Now, this is coming from Academics TV, so we can't believe everything they say because they'll say anything. They'll even go inside of the documents and white something out and type something new in there. Like, they will do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? They did it before, but not with the lawsuit, but they did it before with Kendrick's name. Typing K-bots or something like that. But yeah, so we don't know if that's actually, if the NFL actually told him to do that. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we're just going to assume that they did. Let's keep it going.
About Popo when he performed All Right before. So you know there was gonna be some things that they bleeped out when it came to the song right here. Of course, they didn't want pedophile being heard for a family-friendly event, okay? But Drake's team is saying even the Super Bowl knew that this was defamatory. So that's the reason why they told Kendrick Lamar to omit that from the lyrics for you to be able to perform that song. So it says on information and belief, the NFL as well as the corporate entities responsible for the televised and streaming broadcast of the Super Bowl all understand the word certified pedophile to be unacceptable in a broadcast to millions of listeners. Notwithstanding the apparent consensus, UMG continues to publish the recording absent the censoring that even Kendrick Lamar deemed acceptable for the Super Bowl performance. Bruh, they made him cut out Popo. It's a bunch of words that they made him cut out. That doesn't make it lawsuit worthy. The fuck? So right here they speak about the allegation of the bot.
That's 100% facts too. If just because you tell somebody to cut out something, like he cut out everything actually. There was songs that had curse words and he cut it out. And he changed some of the lyrics in some of the songs. Like, come on, bro, cut it out.
Before the conversation was that UMG and Drake's team agreed to remove the allegations of the bots because they're saying that we didn't do it. We didn't pay anyone to have any bots. Even the person that you guys are referencing says that it wasn't us that did it. It was someone that was alleged to be on Kendrick Lamar's side that did it. So why are you putting this in our lawsuit? So what they did was this right here. They removed that allegation, but inserted one with Joe Budden speaking on the situation. Saying this right here, on information to believe UMG directly or indirectly through its agents and making use of UMG's resources conspired with, paid, or caused payments to be made to unknown third parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of the recording on Spotify. So they did it in a sneaky way to say that they use bots. And they even referenced Joe Budden in this shit. Said, not only do I not care that Kendrick Lamar, used bots, but I knew he did. In a podcast clip posted to his YouTube channel on June 23rd, 2024, he continued, y'all didn't know that Kendrick used bots? You thought that this was just the first time, miraculously, that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes, or you didn't know that was the bots. Bots to me was a part of how you win the war versus Drake. That's Joe Budden's account. I don't know why he would say that, but that's Joe Budden's account.
Yeah, that take on Joe was retarded. I don't know why he said that. He had no evidence of that. He just said something like that. That was crazy. And they're gonna use that. Damn, Joe, you might be the reason why hip hop got destroyed. All because of Joe Buttons, bro. Damn, Joe. Oh, man, Joe, you think people hate you now, bro? They gonna hate you even more because a lot of people didn't know you said that. And that joint is out there now. It's out there. Oh, my God.
In my opinion, the way to win the war against Drake is just drop better diss songs. That's my opinion. So back to the Super Bowl, they saying that Not Like Us was performed during the 2025 Super Bowl broadcast to the largest audience for a Super Bowl halftime show ever. Over 133 million people, including millions of children and millions more who had never before heard a song or any of the songs that preceded. It was the first and hopefully be the last Super Bowl halftime show orchestrated to assassinate the character of another artist. But a response.
Yo, this is unreal. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. Literally, a dude is taking the record label to court over a diss track, bro. This is crazy. I cannot believe this. Yo, I cannot believe this. This is unbelievable.
After all this, UMG put this out, which is a warning to that boy saying, Drake unquestionably one of the world's most accomplished artists and with whom we've enjoyed a 16-year successful relationship is being misled by his legal representatives into taking one absurd legal step after another. In Texas last November, his counsel instituted a legal proceeding with much fanfare and bluster. On Monday, they quietly dropped the case. In New York, they dropped the case? Oh, okay. I didn't know about the Texas one, but okay. In New York, in January, Drake's counsel filed a defamation lawsuit, fearful of being sanctioned by the court for asserting false allegations. Tonight, they amended the complaint to withdraw them, only to add more baseless allegations. 2 weeks ago, his representatives celebrated a win, the granting of a routine discovery motion. That win will become a loss if this frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety, because Drake will personally be subject to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for.
Damn. So they basically saying if you don't drop this, we gonna open the gate on you. And everybody's gonna see your skeletons. That's oh my God.
Both the Texas and New York proceedings are an affront to all artists and creative expression. Should his legal representatives senselessly keep the New York lawsuit alive, we will demonstrate that all remaining claims are without merit. It is shameful that these foolish and frivolous legal theatrics continue. They are reputationally and financially costly to Drake and have no chance of success. So they are warning Drake that they're going to expose some things about him. Okay, so Drake's team came and responded to UMG's threat. UMG's latest statement is a desperate attempt to spin the narrative and deflect from the truth. Drake is holding the largest music conglomerate in the world accountable for his actions and doing so without fear. We dismiss the Texas discovery action because discovery will not proceed in New York. That's not retreat, that's victory. UMG dismissed its First Amendment petition in Texas because it has no claim. That's losing. And UMG knows the case against it is only getting stronger. Drake welcomes discovery and has nothing to hide. It's not Drake who should worry, it's UMG's current leadership. We look forward to hearing from Lucian Grange, John Janik, and UMG employees under oath. UMG claims to stand for creativity, but in fact exploits it, and the artist community knows that. UMG drains artists for his profits, then discards them. Drake joins the growing chorus of artists raising questions about UMG's leadership. The public and artists should be concerned about recent headlines involving UMG's largest stakeholder that only reinforces the need for transparency all the way up to the board of directors level. UMG said, "Be careful what you ask for." Drake knows exactly what he asked for: the truth and accountability. Drake is a suicide bomber right now, and I don't know why, because he's performing very well. Like, let me show y'all the charts where No Kid is number 2 right now. It is going to drop this week. It's going to move down to number 3, I believe, but they number 2 right now. Doing well. They doing their thing, bruh. It don't seem to be defamed in any type of way. Career going smooth, but I guess you got to see it through. Usually, I will be on the artist side of these type of things, but Drake isn't on the artist side. He's on the Drake side. I've said this over and over again. I do not like the precedent that this was set, but nothing anyone would say will make me budge as far as that point based on what I'm reading and what's going on. I do not like the precedent that this will set. Drake is having a very, very successful career still. That beef did not hurt his career. It did not hurt his career. So I don't care for him to win this lawsuit. If it was a normal lawsuit versus the label and it had no possible effect on the future of music when it came to artists' creativity and expression and not having to be policed by what they say, then I wouldn't care. But in this situation, in this right here, I care. So, man, I hope eventually he gives this shit up and just moves on with his amazing career and just keep dropping good music. People love your music still. It's nothing to worry about. Yeah, you're not as cool as you was, but you never was as cool as you thought you was. It's cool. Move on, bruh. Move on. But hey, man, let me know what y'all got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get
Hey, man. I don't know about that last part. I definitely think his career did take a hit. He hasn't been performing like he's been performing. He's canceling shows. But that's neither here or there. I understand where he's coming from. But yeah, man. UMG is really about to expose Drake. And we all here for it. So thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. See y'all. Peace. Bye.